Hello, dear students. Welcome to your English class. The topic of today is reinforcements. You have to revise grammar, extra practice reading, vocabulary revision, games, self-check points. In this exercise, you have to put the verbs into present perfect or past simple. Be careful of the rules that we have learned about these two tenses. Hi, Carrie. Sonia and I are now on our beach holiday. We arrived in Hawaii 3 days ago, but we have already done lots of things. In the first gap, we have used arrive because it is given the time 3 days ago, while in the second gap, we have used have already done because it is not given the exact time, but it is talked about an action that has started in the past and is not completely finished yet. Yesterday, we went to the beach near our hotel, but it was very crowded, so we walked to another one nearby. In the first gap, we have used went because it is given the time yesterday, and even in the second one was because the action has finished in the past. We have dived into water and have seen some dolphins swimming around. In these two gaps, we have used present perfect because it talks about an action which has started in the past and is not completely finished yet. It was a wonderful experience. Guess what? We have already tried some snorkeling too. We talk about a past experience. We use present perfect. Some people were brave enough to feed the sharks, but we have not had the courage to do it yet. Again, present perfect because of the same reason. Have you made any holiday plans? Now, we are going to work on a reading part. Let's read together the reading. Table tennis is similar to tennis. Players use a ball over a net. The difference is that they play the game indoors on a special table and not on a court. There can be 1 or 2 players at each end of the table. Each player has got a small wooden bat and they play with a small, very light plastic ball. To start the game, the umpire flips a coin and the players call heads or tails. The winner decides who serves first. The server then throws the ball up and hits it so that it bounces once on the other side of the table, goes over the net and bounces once on the other side. A match can be 5 sets for a preliminary or 7 sets for a championship match. The winner of the match is a player that wins the most sets. Now, let's answer the question about this reading part. Table tennis is like tennis. You play it indoors on the table. 2 or 4 players can play table tennis. The umpire flips a coin and the winner decides which player serves first. The player or pair that wins the most sets wins the match. Now, in these sentences, you have to choose the right word. Between exploring and setting off, we have to choose exploring. Exploring a rainforest can be a great adventure, not setting off. It is very difficult to ride a camel. For the camel we use ride. Machu Picchu is an ancient city. Islands with beautiful beaches very quickly become resorts. The San Fermin Festival is a popular event. At the end of the journey, they enjoyed spectacular views. You should visit these ancient ruins before the time destroys them. Many of the traditional costumes of the festivals are handmade. Now, in this exercise, you have to complete the sentences with the right form of the verbs in brackets. Let's start reading. Has Kate found a new house yet? Yes, she bought it last week. Have you ever lost your luggage? No, but I took the wrong luggage once by mistakes, and I got in big trouble. How long have you known Erica? Since primary school. This film is great. I know, I have seen it 3 times so far. I called Pam last night. Really? How was she? Very well. Now you have to read this email and fill in the gaps with the present perfect form. Hi Lucy, sorry I haven't written for so long, but I have been well. I'm feeling better now, though. Guess what? We have just bought a dog. His name is Jasper and he's really lively. We need a garden now, so we have decided to move house. The only problem is that we have not seen anything we like yet. Have you heard from Rachel? We have not spoken to her since she lost her job. Has she found a new one yet? Got to go now. Jasper, want to walk? Grace. Now in this exercise, you have to underline the correct item. Frank has never done a bungee jump. Has Beth yet got back from work? Steve has lived in this area since 1991. I haven't washed the dishes yet. Have you ever driven a racing car? Sue has already been to the supermarket. Rachel hasn't spoken to Gary for ages. Now complete the exchanges using the right form of the verb. Sam has just gone to the supermarket. He will be back in half an hour. I thought he went to the supermarket this morning. Have you seen Emma today? Yes, I ran into her this morning. Did you enjoy the concert last night? Oh yes, I have loved you two since I was at school. Have you read the new Dan Brown book? Yes, I read it last week. Have you ever traveled to France? Yes, I went there 2 summers ago. You are going to have as homework to write about something a visitor should definitely see when visiting your country. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.